It's time now for Corry Beavers football play-by-play on Channel 98.9, Corry's radio alternative, powered by the Corry Federal Credit Union. Coverage of Corry Beavers varsity football is brought to you by the Corry Federal Credit Union, by Corry Manufacturing, Subway Sandwiches, Whitetail Properties, Flicks Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Crotty Chevrolet, Daniels Electric, Corry Moose Lodge 98, Jim's Automotive, Fox Family Insurance, Dynasty Construction, O'Brien Transmission Service, American Legion Post 265, Corry Fabrication, Meerhoff's Furniture, Stone Audiology, Humes Ford of Corry, Family Inc. Innovations, Corry Gridiron Club, and Bracken Funeral Home. And now let's join your announcers, Brad Swanson and John Yatzko, for all the action.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stadium, Veterans Memorial Stadium, Erie, Pennsylvania, for the big District 10 first-round matchup between Fort LeBoeuf and your Corry Beavers. Brad Swanson, John Yatzko here to bring you all the action on the Corry Journal live stream, Channel 98.9 FM radio. And John, it's a windy night, to say the least, up here in Erie.
Yeah, we're finally paying some of our weather debt. I think that we've talked about every week. We've had some pretty nice weather. At least the rain has stopped. We did drive through a little bit of drizzle here and there on the way through, so I'm not sure it's going to be totally dry tonight. But yeah, the wind has kicked up a little bit. You know, both teams have to play in the same conditions, but the wind might affect, Corry's game a little bit more than LeBoeuf's.
Right. Well, it was a great matchup. Everybody still talks about it. Back in September when we played LeBoeuf, we gave them 31 first half points, and we were down 31-13 at the half, ended up losing 31-29. So Corry definitely looking for some revenge. LeBoeuf trying to move on in the playoffs for the first time in a couple of years. And different venue this year. We're here at the stadium in Erie. Last year we played down in Warren at War Memorial Stadium. Just totally different atmosphere playing in this stadium here.
Well, yeah, it's a different atmosphere tonight in general. I think the crowd's going to be a little thin because it's Halloween, so you don't get some of the people that would just show up to this game that don't really have somebody directly involved. So, looking at I can't see what's directly under us, and there's probably a lot of fans directly under us because they figured out that the wind block here from the press box is helping. So I'm sure there's some Corry fans on this side that aren't on the Corry side. But, yeah, it does look a little bit thinner tonight. The LeBoeuf band doing a great job here, though. Everybody in costume. I'm getting a little older, so it's hard for me to figure out, what some of these costumes are anymore. But you got some bananas out there, and a Teletubby, and some Minecraft, and Minions, and
a bunny, and yeah. Right. You got a couple things I recognize, but there's a few I don't.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. So it should be an interesting game here. The game plan is going to be, I think, we got to get our O-line and D-line going. Watch back the first game. It looked like LeBoeuf really was, looking to play our receivers. They were playing off the ball quite a bit. They had quite a few defensive backs drop back. They just had 6 guys in the box a lot of times. They were running kind of a 4-2 there. So our O-line's really going to have to block that D-line and make it to the second level and block those few linebackers they have and get this run game going tonight.
Yeah, well, I was, presented a few different questions as the week progressed here. And, people are asking me, what do you think, is the coach going to rotate quarterbacks? Is he going to have Baker and Van Carey in there? I never asked him that question. If that's what he has in mind, it's a secret. It's a secret to us. It's a secret to everybody. But one thing I do know is that he did say that the tempo of practice was really good. He was very pleased with the off-week practices, and he said they jumped right back into it this week, and he said had a great week of practice again. So he was feeling very good about the way things were going, which is always a good sign. So hopefully they bring that out here onto the field as they come on the field right now. And hopefully they bring that same mentality and desire that they've had all week long in practice. Looking at bringing the hammer out tonight was number 1, Keaton Forcina. So Keaton leads the team out onto the field, and they're in a little huddle over on the sideline right now. But, John, we need to get our coach's corner in tonight, and we have I'm hoping everyone will pay attention at halftime. We do the player profile, so you get to hear the kids talk a little bit. But we have something special for you at halftime tonight, and I'm not going to tell you, so you'll have to listen. So, ready to go to Coach's Corner?
Yep, we'll get that rolling now.
Coach's Corner on Channel 98.9 is brought to you by the following. Your daily serving at 425 North Center Street in Corry. Phone 814-392-2373. Painted Finch Gallery at 32 North Center Street. Online at paintedfinchgallery.com. Tamarack Tavern, 136 North Center Street, Corry. Phone 814-964-3123. Family Dentistry, 62 West Columbus Avenue in Corry. They're also located in Union City. Family Dentistry, QuarryUC.com. Epiphany's Emporium, 34 North Center Street, epiphaniesemporium.com. Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and AC, and Daniels Electric in Corry. Phone 814-665-6034. Jim's Automotive at 13250 Route 6 in Corry. Phone 814-664-9603. Fox Family Insurance in Corry. FoxFamilyInsurance.com. Dynasty Construction in Corry. ConstructionDynasty.com. Plaza's Lunchbox at 234 West Washington Street in Corry. Phone 814-664-8051. Subway Sandwiches at 20 West Columbus Avenue. Phone 814-664-9037. High T Fence Systems in Waterford. Online at hightfenceincorporated.com. O'Brien Transmission in Youngsville. Phone 814-563-7120. Healthy Smiles at healthysmilesofcorry.com. J.H. Napa Auto Parts in Corry, Union City, and Waterford. Online at napaonline.com. Carney and Ruth Law Offices in Corry. Phone 814-665-2301. Muirhoff's Appliances in Corry. Muirhoffs.com. The New Kitchen Village online at kitchenvillage.com. Corry Snap Fitness at 124 West Smith Street. 814-462-2455. Peace Be at 113 North Center Street in Corry. Phone 814-964-3204. Karate Chevrolet at the Y in Columbus. KarateChevy.com. Corry Collision Center on Route 6. Phone 814-665-9000. Mons Merch in Corry. Phone 814-663-7676. The Relevant Church at 100 West South Street in Corry. Phone 814-964-4252. Humes Ford of Corry, online at humesford.net. Corry Beverage at 102 West Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-665-0744. Reese and Renee Company at 105 East Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-462-5563. Basically Bronze at 105 East Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-462-6160. Nails by Jada at 105 East Main Street in Corry. The Pub and Bowl Air Lanes at 216 East Washington Street in Corry. Phone 814-664-8782. Lavery's Laundromat, 109 East Washington Street in Corry. Phone 814-323-6824. Fat Mon's Grub on Route 6 in Corry. Phone 814-964-3159. Myers Contracting Company in Corry. Online at myerscontracting.com. CJE Bingo Supplies at 36 West Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-664-9360. Dusty's Garage and Towing at 34507 Mickle Hollow Road in Union City. 814-694-2332. Homestead Produce at 18600 Hare Creek. Barber Company at 46 North Center Street in Corry. Phone 814-694-7238.
Welcome to Coach's Corner. Brad Swanson here with Coach Jeff Goodwill. Coach, a week off, and now it's playoff time. You got the for LeBoeuf Bison, a familiar foe, and playing up at the stadium Friday night.
Yeah, we're excited. The guys are excited. We had an awesome week of practice last week. In our bye week, we were able to, kind of take some time there and focus on us and what we needed to work on. We were able to, have some pretty physical practices. Scout team did a great job giving us a good look. So we a lot of work done last week, a lot of work done this week. The kids have been talking about playing this game since our week 3 loss. So I'm excited that they get another crack at it.
Everybody's going to be talking about the last time you guys played, and you gave up 31 points in the first half and didn't give up anything in the second half and made it a 31-29 game. So LeBoeuf's got to have that in the back of their head as well.
Yeah, the defense that played in the second half of that game is the defense that we've seen, for most of the season. So we started slow, even offensively, putting up 29 points. We were not where we are now. So a lot more confidence going into this game. We just need to show. We need to show up. We need to start fast, and we need to play our game.
All right, well, it's week 10 playing-wise, week 11 of the high school football season, and how's everybody shaping up health-wise?
We're healthy. We're at full staff, just about. All the guys that have been starting until this point are healthy and ready to go. So we, our depth is there, and these guys are ready to fight.
Well, on behalf of the entire town of Corry, I'm wishing you good luck on Friday night, and go Beavers.
Thanks. Go Beavs.
And it looks like Corry has won the toss, but they're going to defer to the second half here. So Corry's going to start this game kicking it off to LeBoeuf. And the referees are at midfield here having a little conference. Not sure what the holdup is to get this game going. I think maybe because it's a playoff game and there's different media and things like that, I guess not. I thought maybe they were going to hold the game until exactly 7 o'clock because we are about 4 minutes early here, so that might be the case as to why they're kind of slowing the start of this game down as the referee finally gives the ball to, I believe, is that going to be Landon Wallitzer out there doing the kicking duties, who's done the duties all season?
Yep, Landon has her teed up, getting ready for the Fox Insurance kickoff. Walliser steps it off. Here we go. He's waiting for the whistle. And here it is.
It's a low line drive kick fielded by Fort LeBoeuf at the 20-yard line. He's across the 30, the 40 before he's tripped up, and he's going to fall forward to about the 45-yard line. So it's going to be a good return by LeBoeuf. Now, the first game, LeBoeuf took the opening return, I think, down to like the 25 or something. They had a huge return to start that game.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we kicked it as deep as he did. I thought he might just try to pooch it over the front line guys there. But nonetheless, here we go as LeBoeuf takes over. First and 10.
Comes out in the shotgun. That's going to be Dominic Walters back at quarterback. And now they're going to shift. You're going to see a lot of shifting from LeBoeuf tonight. They got trips to the left now, single back in the backfield in the shotgun. Walters takes it, hands it off to the running back. He's going to go up the middle. He bounces it outside, and he is going to get about 8 yards on the carry. That's going to be number 3, Skylar Sadowski. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Well, you said at the beginning of the broadcast that they were going to have to play tough in the trenches, John, and that's definitely has to start right now.
So Walters he starts under center, but now he's going to shift into the gun. He's got Sadowski in the backfield with him. He's got receivers to the left and right. He's back to pass. Can't find anybody. He scrambles to his right, and he's finally going to run out of bounds. He's going to be close to a first down. See where they mark him here. Looks like they're marking it about the 46, which is going to make him 1 yard short.
Carson Braswell ran him out of bounds over here on the near sideline.
3rd and 1. Walters in the gun again with Sadowski in the backfield. He's got trips to the right and a single receiver to the left. He takes the snap, hands it off to Sadowski, who goes off the right-hand side. He's got a first down and a little bit more. It's about a 5-yard gain for a first down. And he's now to the Corry 42-yard line. LeBoeuf, just no huddle here. They're getting their play calls in from the sideline. They all got wristbands on, so they're checking their wristbands. Getting the play in. They're in the gun again. Walters with Sadowski in the backfield. Now some shifting going on. They're going to have tight trips formation to the right-hand side. Single receiver spread out wide left. Walters rolls to his right to pass. He throws it over the middle, and he hits number 10, and it's a fumble.
Corry got it.
And Corry will come up with it. Walters hits Dominic Wolfarth
That was Chris Bemis, number 17, who recovered a fumble, John. And Beavers just came up with a huge play right there.
So great start to this game for Corry to get a turnover quickly.
Beaver offense huddles on the sideline. Here they come. As Lucas Baker leads the charges out. Going to go with twins to the left. And Connor Sterling in the backfield with him. Gives it to Sterling. Sterling off the left side. Connor has a couple, but runs into, that was Deion Kennedy. That was Kennedy, and he ran into one of those big linemen from LeBoeuf. Pick up a 3, though, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
Clock's down to about 9:50 here in this first quarter.
Now we have twins to the right as Baker awaits the snap, takes it, hands off again. Kennedy off the left side, slipped and fell, and then didn't get much.
It's only going to get about a 1-yard gain on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
And LeBoeuf is all fired up. Had 2 guys on that tackle right there, so Beavers got to stay with their blocks.
LeBoeuf, again, much like the first game, comes out here in that 4-2 kind of defense. They do have like kind of a D-back spy there who's setting up off one of the ends. So he's either going to blitz in or he'll probably drop back in coverage. So they're just trying to disguise the number of guys they're bringing in.
So the Beavers break the huddle, and they have a tight formation here. Send a man in motion. Baker looking to pass. He's got a man coming in. He's got some heat on him. He throws it, and it actually got popped up in the air and caught by Lamech Elbers, but it was tipped at the line there, and it's going to be a 4th down, and what are we looking at?
I'm not sure he even got a yard on that one. That might be 4th and 6, 4th and 5 here.
So they line up the punt. Landon Hasbrook standing at about his own 25-yard line.
They got 4th and 6 on the board.
Hasbrook kicks a nice high kick.
LeBoeuf's going to let it hit the ground around the 25. They finally pick it up about the 15. And
nice
he's
job.
going to make it out to about the 24-yard line before he's tackled. That's Dominic Wolfarth for LeBoeuf. Still 0-0 here in the opening quarter with about 7:50 left to go.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Family Ink Innovations, specializing in screen printing, banners, yard signs, and much more. Located at 319 High Street in Waterford and 104 West Smith Street in Corry, and online at FamilyInkInnovations.com. Phone 814-462-6628.
LeBoeuf in the gun. Walters back at quarterback. He takes a snap, and he's going to keep it himself. He runs off the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of room. Still on his feet. He's going to make it to the 30-yard line. He's going to have a 5-yard gain. We'll make it 2nd and 5.
Owen Nickerson on the stop for the Beavers.
Walters in the gun with Sadowski in the backfield. Got trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Walters takes the snap, fakes it to Sadowski, looks for a pass, nothing there. He pulls it down and runs to the right-hand side, gets out to the edge. He's only going to get about 2 or 3 yards on that carry. Let's call it 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Carson Braswell over there, as well as Connor Sterling on the stop for the Beavers.
3rd and 3 with just under 7 minutes here to go in the first quarter.
Big 3rd down already, John, here in the first quarter.
LeBoeuf spreading the field out, sends 2 receivers far to the left-hand side. Walters in the gun with Sadowski back there. He keeps it himself. It's a quarterback draw. He's got the speed. He makes it out to the 50, the 40, finally shoestring tackle, touchdown saving tackle. Carson Braswell with the touchdown saving tackle there, and LeBoeuf wants to go in a hurry now.
Yeah, Carson dove and made the tackle, or Walters probably would have danced into the end zone.
Walters again in the gun. 2 backs with him. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it himself again. Looks for room on the left-hand edge. Nothing there. Cuts it inside. He'll be lucky if he got a yard.
Jack Van-Carey and Owen Nickerson on the stop.
Going to call a 2nd and 10. No gain. LeBoeuf taking their time here. Got a few guys that look winded there after those couple of fast-paced plays. They're trying to get a play in. Plays finally coming in. Walters with Sadowski in the backfield. Trips to the right. Single receiver left. Walters takes the snap, and it is going to be either a false start or a delay of game. No, Fort LeBoeuf called a timeout. Okay, so timeout, Fort LeBoeuf. We're going to take a quick break.
Support for Corry Beavers football coverage is provided in part by Corry Fabrication, located at 21 Maple Avenue, a leading sheet metal fabricator in Pennsylvania and the tri-state area. Corry Fabrication strives to provide quality products and top-notch customer service, which has allowed them to partner with some of the largest businesses in the country. More information is available online at corryfab.com and on Facebook and LinkedIn. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Fabrication for their support of Corry Beavers football.
Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning. They offer residential and light commercial news services as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flicksheatingplumbingandac.com. Channel 98.9 FM thanks Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing for their support of Corry Beavers football coverage.
Welcome back to our coverage here. Corry Beavers versus Fort LeBoeuf Bison in the quarterfinals of the PIAA playoffs. Dominic Walters at quarterback gives the handoff to Skylar Sadowski. Oh, did he fumble again?
Another fumble.
And Corry has recovered their 2nd fumble of the game already.
That time it was Lamick Albers. Wow, a big hit right there, John. They jarred the ball loose, and Lamick Albers came up with it.
So 2 turnovers here with 5:14 or so left in the first quarter. It's very hard to read this scoreboard. It's an older style scoreboard that has like individual bulbs in it, and about half of them are burnt out.
Yeah, so it's tough to tell 6 from an 8 real bad. But
right.
Here we go as the Beavers line up. And they're in with a tight formation again, a different look here. Baker takes it, high snap, drops back, looking to pass, fires it downfield. He's got a man open, and I believe there was a flag, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's a flag in the secondary there. I think it's going to be a hold on one of the Fort LeBoeuf defensive backs. Got their hands on Blake Cook, tried to slow him down. That was intended for Keaton Forcina, but it was just a little bit out over his hands there, out of his reach. 10-yard penalty on LeBoeuf.
I like the pass, though, John. A lot of times Baker will get a little more air, but you can't on a night like tonight when you have a 15 to 20 mile an hour swirling wind here.
Yeah, I can't tell exactly up here, but it does seem like the wind has died down a little bit at least. I'm looking over to see the flags now, and you can see them still breezy over there, but not,
Yeah, the flag's blowing from west to east.
Right.
So it's behind our quarterback right now. Here we go as Baker looks over the defense, takes the snap, drops back, looking, throws it out in the flats, hits his man, and that is number 8, Connor Sterling. Connor's big gain, gets inside the 30 down to almost the 25-yard line. Big play right there. That was a nice pass, and Connor made a great move.
Great play design there.
Beavers going in to hurry up now. Beavers not wasting any time. Baker takes the snap, hands it off to Connor Sterling. Connor goes up the middle and nothing going.
That's going to be
big flag there.
Yeah, that is going to be on the tackle. He picked the man up off the ground and slammed him into the ground, kind of WWE style there.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what they're going to get him for.
LeBoeuf looked a little chippy to start here.
That's
maybe, what it is.
Just a unsportsmanlike, I guess, penalty.
Well, and, you think about it, that's dangerous when you start doing that. Just tackle the guy. You don't have to pick him up and throw him. So the LeBoeuf fans are not happy, but they're not happy anyway.
It's going to bring Corry all the way down to where are we at here, about the 13-yard line?
So the Beavers in business here. Still staying in that tight formation. Baker sends a man in motion. Takes it, hands it off. Deion Kennedy off the left side. Deion has a little room to run. And he gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. I believe they're going to spot it.
We're down to about 4 minutes left here in this first quarter. We're still scoreless 0-0. Corry has recovered 2 different fumbles now to stop any kind of LeBoeuf offense.
Looks like the ball is on the 7-yard line. Beavers in the huddle, break it. Everybody looking at their wristbands. Baker talking to Liam McElbers here. We got a single receiver to the left. Man in motion. Baker takes it, hands it off. Kennedy off the left side. And Deion bowls his way down to about the third. I believe he got a first down, right?
3-yard line, and he's going to get a first down. It's going to be first and goal from the 3.
Yeah, they're gonna spot it at the 2.
And this is what we talked about a couple times this season. Corry inside the red zone. Gotta put points on the board here.
Right. Well, they're staying in the tight bunch formation, I'm going to call it. First and goal from the 2. There's the snap. Baker looking for somebody open and throws it low. Nothing hurt on that.
I feel like Baker, if he took that one, I think he could have ran that one in himself there.
Right. So that'll bring up second goal. Beavers looking over at the sideline, get the play. Connor Sterling in the backfield with Baker. Here's the snap. Sterling goes straight up the middle into the end zone for the Beaver touchdown. Beavers dent the board first here with 2:48 to play in the first quarter. It's Corry 6 and LeBoeuf nothing. And the all-important Jim's Automotive extra point attempt coming up. And I tell you, John, these could be really crucial tonight, the extra points.
Yeah, especially because LeBoeuf has a heck of a kicker.
So we have Gavin Kent in to kick for us. Snap is good, the hold is good, kick is up and blocked. So with 2:48 to play in the first quarter, it's Corry 6, LeBoeuf 0.
Support for Corry Beavers football on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Corry Ford at 13626 Route 6 in Corry. Corry Ford is your go-to spot for new and used cars, parts, and service. Online at humesford.net. Phone 844-373-4586. Corry Ford wishes the Corry Beavers the best of luck this season. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Ford for their support.
Support for Corry Beavers football on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Corry Manufacturing, providing precision components for the aerospace industry since 1945. CMC wishes the Beavers luck in their pursuit of greatness on the field. Corry Manufacturing is located at 519 West Main Street in Corry. Now hiring for all positions at corrymfg.com. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Manufacturing for their support.
Welcome back to our coverage here, the Corry Journal live stream and Channel 98.9 FM. Teaming up here to bring you this quarterfinal PIAA District 10 matchup of the Corry Beavers versus the Fort LeBoeuf Bison. And Corry has struck first. after making a good defensive stand and getting a fumble recovery. They're leading 6-0 here with about 2:40 left in this first quarter. LeBoeuf is back to receive the kick.
Here we go, the Fox Insurance kick. Landon Walliser boots it.
And it's going to be received by LeBoeuf around the 18-yard line. He's across the 30, the 35, 40. He's going up the middle, and he's going to make it to about the 48-yard line before he's finally tackled. So LeBoeuf again starting here with good field position.
Yeah, he ran into his own guy, or he probably would have got more yards, John. He tried to cut to the left and ran into his own player.
Well, LeBoeuf going to huddle up here. And some trivia for you is I don't know how you can get us the answer to this. Maybe if for some of you that know can text Brad or on Facebook or something. We're trying to figure out the last time that Corry may have played the same team 4 times in 2 years like they are tonight with LeBoeuf. Walters back in the gun with, no, that's not Sadowski. That is trying to get a number there, but he hands it off and he runs to the left-hand side. That's going to be number 0, Brady Black, in it running back, and he's going to get about 4 yards on the carry, going to make it 2nd and 6.
Lay McElbers on the stop for the Beavers. I'd like to see some stats and see how many tackles Lay McElbers has this year. He told me his goal was 150 this year. He's got to be close.
Brady Black at running back with quarterback Dominic Walters in the gun. Takes a snap. Walters fakes it, tries to get to the outside. Nothing doing there. He's going to lose 3 yards.
I don't know who that was that knifed their way on number 2, Jack Van Carey. Jack knifed his way through that line and
3rd and 9.
Stopped him for a loss.
Big play there by Jack Van Carey. So like we were saying, Corry had played Fort LeBoeuf twice last year and now twice this year. So does anybody remember any time that Corry would have played any other team 4 times over the course of 2 years? Walters in the gun. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's looking. He finds somebody over the middle, and he hits number 5, Xavier Blows, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So Fort LeBoeuf able to convert on a big 3rd and 9, and now they are across midfield.
That was a big conversion because Corry has a lot of momentum going right now, John.
LeBoeuf trying to hurry up here a little bit. Trips to the right. Walters in the gun. Takes a snap, fakes it, throws it down the sideline to number 7, and he tries to make a circus catch. Michael Vomaro not able to bring that one down. He was well covered by number 3,
Blake Cook. Yeah, Blake did a nice job in coverage right there, just blanketed the receiver.
Yeah, it was a little bit behind him. I think if Walters was able to throw it out in front of him a little bit more, it would have gave him a little bit more of a chance. We're down here to about 50 seconds left in this first quarter. It's 2nd and 10. LeBoeuf has the ball at the Corry 41-yard line. Dominic Walters at quarterback in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes it, keeps it himself, runs up the middle. He's got a lot of room. He's through the second line of defense. He's down to the 15, the 10, about the 8-yard line before he's finally tackled. And Corry's saying it was another fumble, but the official is saying that he was down.
One official was signaling Corry's ball.
And LeBoeuf in the hurry up now. 1st and 10. They're saying 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Walters in the gun. He's got Brady Black in the backfield with him. Man in motion from left to right, fakes a jet sweep. Walters keeps it himself. He's tripped up, and he's going to get 3 yards.
That was Jack Van Carey again on the stop for the Beavers. And somebody's just missing Jack. He just came right through untouched.
Going to call it 2 yards, and it's 2nd and 7. 2nd and goal here from the 7, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Corry leads Fort LeBoeuf 6-0.
Support for Channel 98.9 Sports is provided in part by Josh Onley, Whitetail Properties real estate agent and land specialist, providing real estate services for hunting, farm, timberland, and country homes. More information is available at whitetailproperties.com/agents/Josh Onley. Phone 814-873-0343. Channel 98.9 thanks Josh Onley, Whitetail Properties real estate agent and land specialist, for his support of Beavers football coverage.
Support for Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Bracken Funeral Home at 315 North Center Street in Corry. Online at brackenfh.com. Phone 814-664-7735. Bracken Funeral Home wishes the Beavers the best of luck this season.
Support for this broadcast of Corry Beavers football play-by-play on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Stone Audiology at 709 East Columbus Avenue in Corry. Also in Bradford, Northeast Kane, Jamestown, Olean, Belmont, and Chaffee, New York. Phone 814-664-7070. Online at stoneaudiology.com.
Welcome back. Corry leads Fort LeBoeuf here as we start the second quarter. Corry leading 6-0. This is the quarterfinals of the PIAA District 10 football. And LeBoeuf knocking on the door here at the 7-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from the 7. Dominic Walters under center, sends a man in motion, hands it off to number 3, Skylar Sadowski, and he's going to make it down to the 4-yard line.
LeBoeuf fans are a little upset because one of the Corry kids dove on the pile.
3rd and 4 from the 4. Going to call it 3rd and 3 from the 3, it looks like, on the scoreboard. LeBoeuf taking their time here, getting the play in. Coming up to the line, they've got 2 receivers spread wide to the left. Walters in the backfield with Skylar Sadowski now, and joined by number 27, Aiden Strucher. He's going to hand it off to Struchen, I believe.
Got his
and
hands
he's in
over.
for a touchdown.
Yeah, he broke the plane with the ball.
Aiden Struchen goes in from 3 yards out to tie this game up 6-6 with 11:10 left in the half. And we talked about this. LeBoeuf has a really good kicker. He kicked, I think it was a 42 or something like that, yard field goal in the first game.
Yeah, the Jim's Automotive extra point attempt.
It's
muffed.
Bad snap. And LeBoeuf picks it up and looks to run it in, but he's not going to make it. So this game's going to stay tied 6-6. So good break here for Corry, as the snap was either not good or he was not able to handle it. He was never able to get it down on the ground for the LeBoeuf kicker to try and have a chance at it. And Corry's able to keep him out of the end zone to make this game 6-6. So that is huge. Like we talked about, these extra points are really going to matter towards the end of this game here.
Well, here we are into the second quarter now, and this game has not disappointed the fans. They knew it was going to be a good, tight game, and I think we're going to see a tight game all the way through.
Yeah, Corry winning the turnover battle here so far. They have 2 fumble recoveries in the first quarter. Able to put points on the board after one of those turnovers.
Well, you know, you mentioned the LeBoeuf kicker has just a booming leg.
Yeah, he kicked one through the uprights when I was watching the game back.
Oh, yeah.
He just kicked it straight through the uprights.
Well, we're kind of hoping we can get some returns tonight, because we have a couple dynamite return guys in Blake Cook and Connor Sterling who are back deep for us.
It is unfortunate, to take those guys out of the game basically with a good kicker. We've talked about it a few times this season. Just having somebody that can kick the ball into the end zone every kickoff really makes a huge difference in high school football, to back you up, at the 20-yard line every time.
Yeah, for sure.
So LeBoeuf here has got it teed up. This is trying to catch the name, Lucas Kantz, number 13, and he kicks one high and deep, but it's going to be returned about the 2-yard line.
It's Cook up the middle and gets tripped up. Good play by LeBoeuf right there. He got tripped up about the 20-yard line.
It was a nice high kick, so it gave the defense plenty of time to get down there to cover that kick.
They're going to spot it at the 18, John.
So Corry got their work cut out for them here as this game's all tied up 6-6 with about 11 minutes left in the half.
So the Beavers offense comes back out onto the field. We got a single receiver to the right. We got twins to the left. So we're back into our old formation. Got Connor Sterling in the backfield, I believe. Nope, that's number 13, Marcus Meredith. And Marcus takes the handoff. It's tough to tell who these guys are from my vantage point here. But Marcus off the right side.
Marcus,
and they're going to call it no gain. Or they're going to call it a gain of 4, I believe, right?
Marcus having a tremendous year here.
Yeah.
Really done well on both sides of the ball.
Baker has a single receiver right, takes it, hands it off, straight up the middle, and a couple yards there by Dion Kennedy, I believe, was the ball carrier.
Trying to see where they spot that one. I don't think they. Looks like they're gonna say gain of 1, so it's gonna be 3rd and 4 here. A big 3rd down for Corry.
Yeah, this is a crucial one, especially where they're at on the field.
Yeah. So if you have to punt from here, kind of flip the field and give LeBoeuf probably some pretty good field position.
So the Beavers go with a single receiver left, single receiver right. Baker takes it, drops back, looking, has a man open. That's good enough for a 1st down, and that is Meredith.
And he got pulled down awkwardly, and I think he may have injured his leg there or hip. It was one of those kind of, I think they call it now in the NFL, a drop tackle kind of thing. He kind of had his back there or up by his shoulders and kind of came down on him, and I think he twisted his ankle or his leg up there underneath.
Yeah, it looked like he got it caught underneath him.
Training staff's out there taking a look at him now. We're going to take a quick break here. There is about 9:36 left in this first half, and the game's all tied up 6-6.
The Corry Gridiron Club is a proud supporter of Corry Beavers football play-by-play coverage on Channel 98.9. Best of luck this season to the Beavers from the Corry Gridiron Club.
Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is brought to you in part by O'Brien's Transmission Service, providing automatic and standard transmission service and parts since 1955. Located at 4800 Matthews Run Road in Youngsville. Phone 814-563-7120. O'Brien's Transmission Service wishes the Beavers the best of luck this season.
Corry Beavers football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is sponsored in part by Corry Moose Lodge 98 at 332 East Washington Street in Corry, and on Facebook. Phone 814-664-4010. Channel 98.9 FM thanks Corry Moose Lodge 98 for their support.
Support for this broadcast of Corry Beavers football play-by-play on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by American Legion Kitchen, located at 1460 Scioto Road in Corry. Phone number 814-663-0422. Channel 98.9 thanks the American Legion Kitchen for their support.
We are in an injury timeout here. It's number 13, Marcus Meredith, but they got him moving around. Looks like they're going to get him up off the turf now, and he's going to be able to walk off on his own power here, so that's a good sign. We were just talking about what a tremendous season Marcus has been having on both sides of the ball. I think sometimes we don't talk about him enough because we got so many different playmakers.
Right.
But he's having a heck of a year, so it's good to see him being able to walk off, and hopefully he can get back into this game.
Right. Marcus isn't the biggest guy in stature out there on the field, but he plays with all his heart, and hopefully he's going to be back in the game here in a little bit. Here we go as the Beavers have a 1st and 10, and thanks to Marcus Meredith, that was a great play. We're going back to that bunch formation as Baker awaits the snap. Drops back, looking to pass. He throws it deep, and he throws it way over everybody.
I think he got a little twisted up there with Blake Cook on what route Blake was actually supposed to run because he was looking for the ball over his right shoulder, and then he was looking over his left shoulder, then he was looking over his right shoulder again. So not on the same play there. But I like to see them stretch them out every once in a while, keep LeBoeuf honest.
Right. So we're going to go with Blake Cook's going to go out wide to the right. In tight is Keaton Persina, but he's out on the left-hand side. There goes Connor Sterling off the right side. Connor breaks a couple tackles, and great effort by Connor Sterling as he'll pick up a first down.
That was a hard run. That might have been the hardest run I've seen Connor make all year long. It took about 3 or 4 different guys to take him down.
Looked like he almost got a chin shot or something that saw his head pop in the air, but he just kept on running. And you give Connor a little bit of room, and you could be in trouble.
Well, we talked about different styles of running backs we have. You know, LeBoeuf being a guy that's a little more patient, weaves his way through. Connor Sterling's at full speed after 2 or 3 steps.
Right. So we have twins to the right. Baker takes it, hands it off again. Sterling up the middle. Not much going this time as LeBoeuf was right there.
Lucky if he gets 1 yard on that one. We're going to call it 2nd and 9. Down to 6:30 left here in this first half. The score is tied 6-6.
Connor Sterling checks out. I believe Dion Kennedy just checked in. Yeah, it's Dion in the backfield now with Lucas Baker. Staying with same formation. Single receiver on each side, split out. Baker takes it, looking to pass, throws it over the middle. He's got a man. And making the catch was number 12, Alex Schmidt, tight end.
It's like a bit of a dangerous over the middle pass there, but Schmidt's able to haul it in, and he's going to make this a more manageable 3rd and 3. Down to about 7:30 left here in the half.
Kennedy remains in the backfield with Baker. Sends a man in motion, hands it off. There goes Kennedy up the middle. He's going to have that first down, and just sheer effort by Dion Kennedy kept those feet moving. And did you see who was blocking for him? Marcus Meredith.
Yeah, Marcus was in motion there, gets back in this game. Was the lead blocker on that play. Gets just enough to get a first down here as Corry is to the 44-yard line of Fort LeBoeuf. 7 minutes left here in this half. The score all knotted up at 6-6.
Single receiver left, single receiver right. Looks like Baker drops back, looking, throws it over the middle, and misses his intended receiver. It was intended for Keaton Persina.
Yeah, I think it was Persina. Van Carey was also kind of in the area running a post route there, so I'm not sure if there was a little bit of spacing problems there or confusion, but it wasn't on target to either one of them. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Beavers huddled up. 6-6 if you're just joining us. Will of a ball game between the Beavers and the Bison. Baker takes it, drops back, throws a little swing pass to Connor Sterling. Sterling has a little bit of room, gets up to the, looks like the 42-yard line.
Yep, they're going to mark him out at the 42. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. I would imagine you're in 2-down territory here.
Oh, yeah.
So got to cut this one in half at least to get a more manageable 4th.
Beavers remain in the same formation with single receivers left and right. Baker takes it, drops back, throws it up. He's got a man, and Persina.
It's a catch.
No,
he
did
said
not
it was
make
no
it.
catch. Oh, it looked like he
Popped
came
it
down
out.
with that one. Looked like he had it in his hands and just wasn't able to survive the ground there.
Yeah, in coverage there was Giovanni Bartone, and he did a nice job of covering Keaton. Keaton had a chance to make that catch, though.
It's 4th down and 8. About 6:30 left here in the half. Corry's huddling up. Looks like they are going to go for it here.
They could
Unless
really
we see a little quick kick, but
they could really change the pace of the game with a first down right here. This is huge. Got Twins to the right. Baker takes it, drops back, rolls to his right, looking, fires it, and it's caught on the right sideline.
He's out of bounds. It's up too high for Blake Cook. He was open, but it was off target a little bit. Blake Cook went up and made the catch, but he wasn't able to get one foot down, so LeBoeuf's going to take over here on downs. 6:29 left in the half.
That was a nice drive. They started at their 18, I believe, and just couldn't keep it going here. Defense needs to rise to the occasion again.
Dominic Walters comes out in the gun. Skylar Sadowski in the backfield with him. 2 receivers spread out wide left. Walters takes the snap, hands it off to Sadowski. He's going to go off the right-hand side, and he dives forward for a 5-yard gain. Going to make it 2nd and 5. Walters in the gun again. Sadowski back with him. LeBoeuf sends 2 receivers very wide left. Now Sadowski's going to go to the tight end position, and Brady Black's going to come in the backfield with Walters. Walters takes the snap, hands it off to Black. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he will fall forward for 1 yard. Lane McAlbers with another tackle.
3rd down and 5.
Big 3rd down stop here. I'm going to call it 3rd and 5. I was being more generous, I guess. Trying to get the play in here now. LeBoeuf with a real tight formation. They got trips to the right, single receiver far left. Sadowski in the I formation gets the pitch from Walters to the right-hand side. He's got all kinds of room, and he's up to the 34-yard line, 5-yard line for he's tackled for about a 20, 25-yard gain there, makes the 1st down. LeBoeuf taking their time here, just under 5 minutes left in the half.
Well, they ran that bunch trips formation over there, and those guys were all out there to block for him, so they cleared a nice path.
Walters waiting for the play. Brady Black in the backfield with Walters. They look like about the same play set up on the left-hand side here now. Now they're going to shift again. Sadowski going to come in the backfield, and they got tight trips to the right-hand side. And there's a flag on the play, and that is going to be a delay of game against LeBoeuf. First and 15. Yeah, it looked like they were almost setting up to run the same exact play there.
Right.
So why not?
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get that much, I mean.
I'm going to guess what that clock says, 4:20 something.
It's either 4:29 or 4:23. Oh, it was 4:25.
There you go.
It's ticking now.
Clock running now with about 4:19 and counting. Walters in the gun with Sadowski in the backfield. Keeps it himself, runs to the left-hand side. He's got blockers. He's to the 20, the 15, and before he finally goes down. It's going to be another 1st down for LeBoeuf. He's down to the 15-yard line. Now under 4 minutes left here in the half. LeBoeuf in no hurry. Looking to the sideline to get the play. He's going to send 2 receivers out to the right-hand side. Sadowski in the backfield with Walters. Play clock down to 8 seconds. Walters waiting for the snap. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Sadowski. He runs to the right around the edge. He's tackled around the 8-yard line.
Lamech Elbers on the tackle.
2nd and 5. Clock continues to run with 3 minutes left here in the half. All knotted up at 6. LeBoeuf just grinding this clock out here. Walter's going to go under center now with Sadowski in the eye. Walters sends a man in motion, and Brady Black comes around on the sweep from the tight end position and gets it around the left-hand side. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's going to be short by maybe 2 yards.
He just met number 22, Lamech Elbers. Lamech was making sure he wasn't going any further.
3rd and 2 now. 2:30 in running. Walters under center again with Sabowski in the eye. Hands it off to Sabowski, goes straight up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown. LeBoeuf takes the lead here now, 12-6, with just over 2 minutes left in the half.
That was just a nice run up the middle. He had his blocking up front and waltzed into the end zone.
Yep, nothing too fancy there, just power running. Get behind those big guys on that LeBoeuf offensive line. Now LeBoeuf going to go for 2 here now. Walters in the gun with Sadowski in the backfield. Walters takes it, looks to pass, throws a little slant into the end zone, looking to see if that was a catch or not, and it's not complete. So we're going to stay 12-6 here. And I think we had kind of an oddball score like this in the last game. I think at one point it got to like
9-6.
Yeah, the end of the last playoff game was just 9-6, but I think in the first meeting between LeBoeuf and Corry, it was something weird like 17-13 or something.
Right.
At one point.
At one point, yeah. Those extra points they could be costly for both teams. So
right, and like we talked about, LeBoeuf does have a heck of a kicker. He did kick a 40-yarder in the first game, so if it came down to, a couple points here at the end of this game and a long field goal, that might be trouble for Corry.
So the last kickoff by LeBoeuf, Blake Cook returned it, and he actually got tripped up. So let's see if he gets another shot, he or Connor Sterling.
And the kicker we're talking about for LeBoeuf's number 13, Lucas Kantz. He's getting it teed up here. And you got your usual duo back there, Connor Sterling and Blake Cook, both dangerous return men.
They're both standing on their 5-yard line.
About a little over 2 minutes left here in this half. Let's see if Corry can tie this game up. Kantz kicks it deep, high and deep, and it's going to go into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. So Corry's going to take over here.
2:13 to play in the first half. It'll be Beaver football.
Corry trailing 12-6.
Support for Corry Beavers football on the channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided by Fox Family Insurance, your local team of experts for all things Medicare, helping you through the Medicare maze, whether you are still working, already retired, or planning your retirement. Beth and Patty at Fox Family Insurance can help with all your Medicare plan options. Located at the Corry Jamestown Credit Union building on North Center Street in Corry. Channel 98.9 thanks Fox Family Insurance for their support.
Okay, welcome back as Corry at their own 20-yard line. Baker takes it, hands it off, and Deion Kennedy gets tackled in the backfield for a loss. And somebody missed their blocking assignment.
It's going to be big number 62, Carson Stoles, a junior, listed at 6'3" and 250 pounds.
That was a loss of 4. Corry in there, hurry up here. Baker takes it, looking to pass, throws it out, has his man. Lamech Elbers makes the catch, but it's hit immediately. So he just got back to the line of scrimmage, I believe. The original line of scrimmage, I should say. We're gonna call it the 21.
Yeah, looks like about 3rd and 9. Corry in no hurry now. I'm surprised LeBoeuf doesn't take a timeout LeBoeuf has 2 timeouts left. I think Corry's almost going to be happy here to just try and run this clock down as far as they can.
Single receiver right, single receiver left. Baker takes it, drops back, rolls to his right, fires it. He's got a man open. That's Lane McElbers, and they hit him again. And I tell you, that was a quick hitter, and Lane come up a little gimpy on that.
Yeah, I think
one.
it was just a Charlie horse. He just took a direct shoulder shot right into his quad there. It looked like he was able to
yeah,
get
on a
up.
cold night like tonight, that's got to hurt a little bit.
So Corry does call a timeout there after they get that first down with 1:04 left here in the half.
12-6, LeBoeuf leading Corry. And in what's been an entertaining football game so far, this is 2 pretty evenly matched football teams.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see these 2 teams meet each other again. Lucas being really a first-year starter, meeting LeBoeuf only in his 3rd, game of the season.
Right.
I really wanted to see this matchup again later in the season, as both teams are really just running on all cylinders now.
Yeah, it's a big rivalry, but I think there's a lot of respect, and they just keep gaining respect for one another. Rightly so. Here we go as the Beaver offense. Comes out, Baker looking. Drops back, fires it, has Blake Cook. Blake makes a little move, and he gets out to about the 40-yard line.
I think they're going to get number 70 for roughing the passer on LeBoeuf. I didn't see what was happening. There is a flag back by where Baker was tackled. Yep, roughing the passer, so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on LeBoeuf. That
big.
Was a nice play they were setting up there, that wide receiver screen. They just missed a block or so, and that was going to break Blake Cook for a big one.
Right.
Now that's going to bring Corry all the way up to, where are they going to mark this off?
The 45.
Yeah, so they're
LeBoeuf.
into LeBoeuf's territory.
So here we go
a
with
minute to go.
56 seconds. Baker looks things over. Looks back at the sideline. Does a check with me.
They're going to send Blake Cook off for an equipment issue. The referee didn't like something on Cook's helmet.
So who comes in? Connor Sterling? Nope.
Alex Schmidt.
Alex Schmidt comes in. I was just looking at Connor Sterling in the backfield. Maybe say it. There's the pass down the sideline and dropped. The intended receiver was
Keaton Fresina.
And
it's a little underthrown, and he had to come back for it. It looked like he had a good look at it, and he just wasn't able to bring that one down.
They'll bring up
Baker's
2nd and 10.
Been a little underthrown tonight. Hopefully he can get that corrected for the second half, because Fresina did have a step on him. If he gets it out in front of him a little bit more,
right?
I think that's going to be a catch there.
49 seconds to play. I believe that's a 9. And Baker looking over the defense. Takes the snap, drops back, looking, throws it. And it is caught. That is Fresina. And Fresina gets out of bounds wisely. First down Beavers. And the ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line, I believe.
No, I think they were going to wind the clock there, so Corry does end up calling a timeout, and they're going to have one timeout left. That was a great route by Keaton Fresina to come back and catch that ball. I think that Corry likes the matchup they have over here with Fresina and number 23 of LeBoeuf, Giovanni Bartone, because they've been attacking him over here. And Fresina made a really nice move after he caught that ball, even to get some extra yards, and he's able to take it down to the 26-yard line. So Corry here in good shape with 41 seconds left here in the half, trailing LeBoeuf 12-6. They are out of timeouts, though.
Right. They got to make something happen now.
Right.
And actually, you almost want to set up a couple plays, don't you think?
Yeah, I think you might take a shot here in the end zone. You still have enough time to run the ball, I think, once.
Beavers come back out. We're going twins to the right. Lucas Baker takes the snap, drops back, fires it, has a man open. That is Cook. Cook's got some room, and Cook takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Corry got to hurry up here. Just 30 seconds left. That was that wide receiver screen again to Cook. Got some good blocking out there. Under 30 now. Trying to get a play in. No timeouts left for Corry in this half.
Got single receiver on each side. Now we got twins to the left, the empty backfield. Baker takes it, looking, rolls to his right, still looking. He's going to run out of bounds and tackled out of bounds.
Wow, they're going to give him
a flag. That's
penalty.
huge. And LeBoeuf fans are yelling, and there's no reason for them to yell because that was blatantly a tackle out of bounds.
Looks like they're discussing it a little bit over there. But he was way into the out of bounds over there.
There it is. And
it's going to take him down, it's they're at the 15, so it's going to be half the distance here.
Right. Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 7-yard line.
Yep.
7.5.
Well, first and goal now from the 7. Can't tell exactly how much time's on the clock, somewhere between 10 and 20 seconds. So this has got to go into the end zone here.
Right. We have a single receiver each side. Baker takes the snap, looking, throws it.
It's knocked down immediately at the line.
We're down to 6 seconds, John. So this will probably be the last play.
Corry going to have another shot here. Corry trailing 12-6.
Beavers looking over at the sideline, doing the check with me.
Got to get your best play in here.
So we staying with that single receiver to each side. Baker.
Connor Sterling way out by himself. Now they put Varsity in the slot.
Baker takes it, and the whistle is blown.
Yeah, as soon as Varsity went into the slot there, LeBoeuf did not like that matchup.
Right.
And LeBoeuf called a timeout immediately. That was something different, basically, because Varsity was either set up there back in the backfield or kind of off tight end. And as soon as he went up in that slot spot, that was something that we haven't seen so far this season. So
yeah, good little strategy by the Corry coaching staff.
Bring out something you haven't done, so far. Mm-hmm. And I think they were going to get a linebacker matched up with Varsity, and the LeBoeuf coaches did not like that.
Right, that wasn't going to work very well.
So they called I think it's their last time out. Again, the scoreboard is very hard to read. I believe there's 6 seconds left here in this half. This could be a big momentum shifter too. If Corry can score here, they'll get the ball to start the second half, right?
Right.
So
yeah, that would be huge. Excuse me. Here we go. As Corry is lined up. Baker looking things over. They go back to the same thing. Baker takes it. Throws it over the middle.
Out.
Touchdown, Beavers!
Yep. So nice play design there. It was Varsity lined up at running back in the I formation. They bring him over to the slot. And I didn't really pay attention to where LeBoeuf came from, but he was pretty much uncovered and just sat down there in the middle of the field about 1 yard into the goal. And Baker throws a strike right to him.
2 seconds left, and we're tied up at 12.
Corry going to go for 2 here.
Beavers break the huddle. Going back, they have one single receiver to the left, single receiver to the right tight. Baker sends a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, and he is just bottled up.
It's going to be a sack by number 3, Skylar Sadowski. He pretty much came in untouched. That play didn't have a chance from the start.
So 2 seconds left to play here in the first half, and we're tied at 2, or excuse me, we're tied at 12. And, John, I tell you, couldn't ask for a more exciting half of football.
No, it's been a real good game. I think it's the matchup, everybody thought it would be here. A little bit low scoring, more scoring than the playoff game last year. But I didn't think this one was going to get too crazy on either end.
Right. Well, I'd like to throw a shout-out to all of our listeners out there. Too numerous to start mentioning names, so we thank everybody that's been listening all along and watching, and we really appreciate you guys. We thank all of our sponsors for making tonight's and all of our broadcasts possible. We thank our friends over at Subway for providing us with a sandwich every week, and we really appreciate that. Sue and David and their staff do an awesome job. We thank you guys, and we thank the city of Corry for backing this football team, and all of our kids. The volleyball team's doing fantastic this year, and the support is just unbelievable.
So LeBoeuf getting ready to get this kickoff. Going to have number 5, Xavier Blouse, and number 7, Michael Vomaro back deep for LeBoeuf.
And Landon Walliser stepping it off. And I just kick it out of bounds if I were.
It's just a little pooch kick onto the
little
first
onside
line.
Kick, and that'll do it.
LeBoeuf is going to drop down, and the clock ran out.
Yep, so that'll do it.
LeBoeuf is going to ask for 1 second on the clock, though. So we're going to see what happens here. Corry's heading into the locker room, and LeBoeuf is sending their offense out onto the field. So we're still waiting to see here.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, personally, I do think there was 1 second on the clock because when he went down and I looked at the clock, there was 1 second left on the clock.
Okay.
So they are going to give him a 1 second back on the clock here. So they do bring Corry back out as they were halfway to the locker room. LeBoeuf's going to have the ball on their own 47-yard line here for one play as this game is tied 12-12 with just 1 second left in the half. Corry trying to get their defense back on the field. There's nobody in the backfield there with Walters. He's got trips set up to the right-hand side and 2 receivers to the left. Now Corry calls a timeout, but I don't believe they have any timeouts left. So
that's a
let's
penalty,
see what happens
right?
Here.
That's a penalty if you don't have a timeout.
Right.
And call one.
LeBoeuf sideline arguing. I did not think Corry had any timeouts left, but the referees are allowing this timeout to happen, so I don't know. Maybe I was wrong.
Wow.
It does show 0. I can clearly see a 0 on the board now. Before, it just looked like a bunch of lights.
Okay.
All right, so Corry does get their timeout in. It looked like LeBoeuf was going to come out in the shotgun there with Walters all by himself in the backfield. He had trips set up to the right-hand side and twin receivers set up to the left-hand side. I mean, he got 1 second here from the 47, so I assume he's just going to heave a Hail Mary down to the end zone there and see if somebody can come up with it.
Yeah, and the Beavers are going to just have 4 down linemen, and everybody else is back.
LeBoeuf going to huddle again. Corry way off the ball here, about 20 yards back. Most of the defenders giving him enough room. Yes, it's the same formation. Walters by himself.
Watch Walters running the ball here.
Receivers spread out here. Now they're going to send a man in motion to the right. So now they throw it over to the left-hand side, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring this half to an end. So at the end of the first half here, Corry going to be tied up with LeBoeuf 12-12.
Corry Beavers football coverage is brought to you on Channel 98.9 by Jim's Automotive, located at 13250 Route 6 in Corry. Phone 814-664-9602. Offering a full line of auto parts, propane filling, and more, Jim's Automotive wants to wish the best of luck to the Beavers this season.
Support for Corry Beavers football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Crotty Chevrolet. Located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus, Crotty Chevrolet has been supporting Beavers football play-by-play for over 50 years. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at crottychevy.com. Phone number is 814-664-8614. Crotty is proud to bring you the player of the game. Channel 98.9 thanks Crotty Chevrolet for their support.
So welcome back here. We're about to get our halftime underway. 15 minutes in this halftime. We're all tied up 12-12. It's been a heck of a game so far.
Yeah, both teams have had their chances to put more points up on the board, but, the defenses have come up and made big plays for both teams. Both offenses have come up with some really nice plays tonight so far. And talk about two evenly matched teams. Like we said earlier, these guys are just bringing it and playing, leaving it all out there on the field tonight, and that's where you're supposed to play high school football.
Yeah, haven't really seen too many, big plays, a few here and there maybe for 30 yards or something, but it's really been just real sustained drives by both teams here going up and down the field to score points. Corry did a good job in the first half winning that turnover battle. They did a really good job with their chances in the red zone, putting points up that we talked about. They've limited the penalties, which has been good. LeBoeuf has had, some bad penalties in this game here, especially that one down here at the end that really gave new life to Corry to tie this game up. Right. That was a big one. So Corry, I think, doing very well this first half to be a disciplined football team.
Yes, they've done a tremendous job, and it's probably the most disciplined team that we've seen from out on the field this season right here tonight, which is a great place to do that. Unfortunately, we're tied 12-12, so hopefully they go over a few things in the locker room, and we have a tremendous coaching staff. And don't take anything away from Fort LeBoeuf. They do as well. But our coaches are very, very good. They work together very well, and I think that the adjustments will be made at halftime, and hopefully that'll be enough to give the Beavers their victory tonight. But we still have a whole another half of football to play, John.
Yeah, we're going to get into our player profiles here, so stick around and take a listen to those. And
yeah, don't walk away after the player profile. We got a little surprise for you after that.
All right, we'll be back.
Player Profile on Channel 98.9 is brought to you by the following. Your daily serving at 425 North Center Street in Corry. Phone 814-392-2373. Painted Finch Gallery at 32 North Center Street. Online at paintedfinchgallery.com. Tamarack Tavern, 136 North Center Street, Corry. Phone 814-964-3123. Family Dentistry, 62 West Columbus Avenue in Corry. They're also located in Union City. Family Dentistry, QuarryUC.com. Epiphanies Emporium, 34 North Center Street, epiphaniesemporium.com. Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and AC, and Daniels Electric in Corry. Phone 814-665-6034. Jim's Automotive at 13250 Route 6 in Corry. Phone 814-664-9603. Fox Family Insurance in Corry. FoxFamilyInsurance.com. Dynasty Construction in Corry. ConstructionDynasty.com. Plaza's Lunchbox at 234 West Washington Street in Corry. Phone 814-664-8051. Subway Sandwiches at 20 West Columbus Avenue. Phone 814-664-9037. High T Fence Systems in Waterford. Online at hightfenceincorporated.com. O'Brien Transmission in Youngsville. Phone 814-563-7120. Healthy Smiles at healthysmilesofcorry.com. J.H. Napa Auto Parts in Corry, Union City, and Waterford. Online at napaonline.com. Carney and Ruth Law Offices in Corry. Phone 814-665-2301. Muirhoff's Appliances in Corry. Muirhoffs.com. The New Kitchen Village online at kitchenvillage.com. Corry Snap Fitness at 124 West Smith Street, 814-462-2455. Peace Bee at 113 North Center Street in Corry. Phone 814-964-3204. Crotty Chevrolet at the Y in Columbus, CrottyChevy.com. Corry Collision Center on Route 6. Phone 814-665-9000. Mon's Merch in Corry. Phone 814-663-7676. The Relevant Church at 100 West South Street in Corry. Phone 814-964-4252. Humes Ford of Corry, online at humesford.net. Corry Beverage at 102 West Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-665-0744. Reese and Renee Company at 105 East Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-462-5563. Basically Bronze at 105 East Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-462-6160. Nails by Jada at 105 East Main Street in Corry. The Pub and Bowl Air Lanes at 216 East Washington Street in Corry. Phone 814-664-8782. Lavery's Laundromat, 109 East Washington Street in Corry. Phone 814-323-6824. Fat Mon's Grub on Route 6 in Corry. Phone 814-964-3159. Myers Contracting Company in Corry. Online at myerscontracting.com. CJE Bingo Supplies at 36 West Main Street in Corry. Phone 814-664-9360. Dusty's Garage and Towing at 34507 Mickle Hollow Road in Union City. 814-694-2332. Homestead Produce at 18600 Hare Creek Road. Phone 814-462-9929. Deluxe Barber Company at 46 North Center Street in Corry. Phone 814-694-7238.
Tyson Ollensdorf, sophomore.
How'd you get interested in football?
My best friend.
Who's had the most positive influence on you?
My dad.
What are your goals this season?
Be better than I was at the beginning.
What advice do you have for younger players?
When it gets hard, just keep going.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Landon Nicholson, Jr.
Landon, how'd you get interested in football?
My dad.
Who has been the biggest influence on you?
Probably my dad.
What are your goals this year?
Probably to keep my starting spot on both sides of the ball.
What advice do you have for younger kids coming up through the program?
Keep your head down and push.
What are your plans after high school?
Probably to join the heavy equipment operation.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Lane McAlvers, Jr.
Maybe how did you get interested in football?
Growing up watching my brothers play.
Who has been the biggest influence on you?
My dad.
What are your goals this year?
I'd like to get 150 tackles on defense this year.
What advice do you have for younger kids coming up through the program?
Stay in the weight room and listen to the coaches.
What are your plans after high school?
Probably go to trade school.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Tucker Jackson, Sr.
Tucker, how'd you get interested in football?
My brother and my friends.
Who has been the biggest influence on you?
Probably my brother.
What are your goals this season?
To get better, strive to get better, and earn a starting spot.
What advice do you have for younger players?
Perfect the little things and listen to your coaches.
What are your plans after high school?
Go to college.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Landon Hasbrook, Sr.
Landon, how did you get interested in football?
Watching the NFL on my TV.
Who's been the biggest influence on you?
Probably my dad for always pushing me.
What are your goals this season?
Go 100% on both sides of the ball.
What advice do you have for younger players?
Get in the weight room and always listen to the coaches.
What are your plans after high school?
Be an Air Force firefighter.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Owen Nickerson, Sr.
How'd you get interested in football, Owen?
Watching my cousins.
Who has been the biggest influence on you?
From my coaches and my parents.
What are your goals this season?
Go 100% on both sides of the ball.
What advice do you have for younger players?
Stay in the weight room and listen to your coaches.
What are your plans after high school?
Well, I don't have my plans.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
My name is Xavier Woods. I'm a sophomore.
Xavier, how did you get interested in football?
Grew up playing as a young kid, watching TV, NFL.
Who's been the biggest influence on you?
Probably my mother.
What are your goals this year?
Play good on both sides of the ball, get tackles.
What advice do you have for younger kids coming up through the program?
Listen to your coaches, stay in the weight room, push hard, 100%.
All right, good luck. Welcome to Coach's Profile. Brad Swanson here with the coaches. I'm going to have them say a little about themselves.
Hi, my name's Travis Carey. I've been coaching for 29 years. I coach the receivers on offense, the linebackers on defense, and I'm co-defensive coordinator.
Hi, I'm Mike Lesher. I've been coaching for 9 years on the varsity level. I coach running backs on offense. On defense, I help out with the defensive line, and I'm also the JV head coach.
Hi, I'm Greg Luther. I've been coaching varsity football for 8 years. On the offensive side of the ball, I coach wide receivers, and on the defensive side, I coach defensive backs.
I'm Paul Carney. I've been coaching for 13 years. On defense, I coach the D-line. On offense, I coach the H's, and then I'm the special teams coordinator.
Hi, I'm Bill Frick. I've been coaching for 26 years. I'm offensive line coach, and I'm the defensive back coach also.
Hi, I'm Eli Carey. I coach the wide receivers and defensive backs, and I've been coaching the varsity football program for 5 years.
Hi, my name is Derek Alvers, and I've been coaching for 3 years now, and I am coaching the offensive and defensive line.
Hi, my name is Drake McCrae. This is my 5th year coaching, and I coach the O-line and D-line.
You're listening to Corry Beavers football play-by-play action. Stay tuned for the second half coming up shortly on Channel 98.9.
WHYP-LP Corry.
Support for Corry Beavers football play-by-play on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Beavers the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you or your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street, Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at www.corryfcu.org. Channel 98.9 thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of Beavers football play-by-play.
This is Channel 98.9 Music. This is Channel 98.9 Music.
You are the only exception. You are the only exception.
And this is Channel 98.9 Music.
So who the hell am I? Who the hell am I to expect a savior? Oh, if I only talk to God when I need a favor. But God, I need a
Corry's Radio Alternative, Channel 98.9.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Pennsylvania needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, I'm Bob Stye. I host the Grunge Garage. We take you back to the 1990s with all your favorite alternative and Britpop songs. I know you missed these songs, and you got them all with me. Plus, once an hour, we do mandatory Morrissey and a salute to my favorite sad but mighty lyrical god. The Grunge Garage with me, Bob Stye. It's a trip to the 1990s, and you're gonna love it. Check it out every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight, right here on Channel 98.9.
Talking to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, Did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9. The halftime show is a presentation of the Corry Federal Credit Union.
1 out of 5 Americans is disabled. That's over 60 million people nationwide. I'm Eric Hawk from American rock band Portugal the Man, and I'm here to tell you that it can be difficult getting back to work or finding a job at all following an injury or living with a disability. That's where NTI comes in. NTI is the leader in getting disabled Americans and American veterans back to work. If you're having a hard time finding a job or know someone that is, contact NTI at nticentral.org or hit them up on the phone at 877-248-8912. Go out there and get back to work.
Corry's only locally operated radio station is Channel 98.9. With your eerie weather, your favorite personalities.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Monday.
You see today local news, entertainment, and information around the clock. And Corry's modern rock. Channel 98.9, your one radio station.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to a pop concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I'll have a soft pretzel.
Or B, just roll with it?
Justin! OMG! I love you, Justin! I love you!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Angela Morton. I help bring awareness of drug and alcohol issues to rural areas. Let's talk about addiction. Did you know addiction is a medical condition that is treatable? Using drugs or alcohol changes your brain, and treatment can help people recover from addiction. If you or someone you know are struggling with drugs or alcohol or wonder if you might be addicted, help is available even if you don't have insurance. It's your life and your decision. It just starts with a phone call. Call 1-800-662-HELP and ask about treatment options in your area. This message is brought to you by Channel 98.9, Corry's radio alternative.
This is Channel 98.9 music.
I was clean with Petra. I was young and an actor.
This is Channel 98.9 music.
I'm not sick, but I'm not well. And I'm so hot, 'cause I'm in town.
And this is Channel 98.9 music.
I don't wanna act like there's tomorrow. I don't wanna to do this one more time.
Corry's Radio Alternative, Channel 98.9.
You're listening to Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9. The halftime show is a presentation of the Corry Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to our coverage here of Channel 98.9 FM and the Corry Journal live stream. Thank everybody for tuning in, however you're doing that. Whether it's Facebook or on the Journal's website or on the radio or on YouTube, we're about to get this second half started here. We're all tied up at 12. And Corry is set to return the kick here.
And as usual, John, we have Blake Cook and Connor Sterling back deep for the Beavers, standing at their 5-yard line.
And this is going to be Lucas Cants for LeBoeuf. Got it all teed up, and the whistle's blown, so we're about to get this second half started here. Oh, Cants with a little onside kick to try and catch Corry off guard, but
that was Jackson Lathrop, number 15, who dove on that one.
So that's interesting there. Kind of like a little end-over-end kick he tried to get. He did get a nice bounce on it, but Jackson Lathrop was able to corral it and fall on it at right about the 35-yard line.
So Beaver offense comes out here to start the second half, and John, the first series of the second half is usually critical, so we need the Beavers to march down the field, put some points on the board. Got single receiver left, single receiver right. Baker takes it, hands it off, up the middle. That's Dion Kennedy, I believe. Dion gets a gain of about 3 on that. He's going to make it a 2nd and 7. If you missed the first half, you missed a dandy. 12-12 here, starting the second half. Beavers and Bison. Same formation. Baker takes it, drops back, looking to pass, throws it out in the flats. Got Blake Cook for a nice little gain. And you're going to call him a yard short, I believe. Bring up a 3rd and 1.
Nice route by Blake. He works his man downfield, kind of runs him off there and kind of does a little hook route back. Nice pitch and catch from Baker to Cook. Make up a manageable 3rd down here.
Baker looks over to the sideline, gets the play. Now they break the huddle. Baker.
LeBoeuf really stacking the box here.
Takes it, hands it off. Right up the middle goes Kennedy. Kennedy going to pick up a couple. Enough for the first down.
Yep. Gets about a 3-yard gain there for the first down. He's at the Corry 46.
Dion goes out. See who replaces him in the backfield. It's they put Keaton back there again. Now they move him up. Baker drops back to pass. Throws it down the right sideline. He's got Cook was his intended receiver, I believe.
Yeah, he was well covered by Xavier Blouse. The ball was thrown inside to where the numbers are, and Blouse had good position and just didn't let Blake get to that ball.
They'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Beavers quickly break huddle. Cook split out wide to the left. Versina wide to the right here. Baker takes it. Throws a little swing pass out to Connor Sterling. Connor going to get out of bounds at the 47-yard line, so a minimal gain.
Looks like just a 1-yard gain is going to bring up a long 3rd and 9 here. LeBoeuf wasn't fooled by that one. They saw Sterling rolling out to the right there and had a number of guys on him immediately.
Beavers looked over, got their sign from the sidelines once again. Their play, rather. Still staying with that same formation. Single receiver to each side. Baker drops back and whistle.
Pretty sure they're going to get Keaton Versina over here on this side on a false start. It's going to make it 3rd and 14 now on that false start.
Yeah, those are little things that we can't be doing. We did very well avoiding penalties in the first half.
I was going to say, we just got done praising them for not making the mental mistakes in the first half, and now we start off this first drive with a big penalty. Takes you from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 14 here.
Beavers stay the same formation. Now they bring Keaton up to the line again. Baker takes it, drops back. He's got protection. He's got time. He throws it and throws it. Oh, there's a hit. That was a hit to the helmet, I believe, John.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to get him on there. That ball was nowhere near catchable for Versina. It was way over his head. I'm not sure if they're going to get him with pass interference or some kind of personal foul penalty on LeBoeuf.
LeBoeuf coaches are livid, and I don't know why. It looked pretty blatant to me. I mean,
They're going to wave that
Now
one
they're gonna
off.
wave it off.
I think it was going to be pass interference, and the ball was just uncatchable. So they're going to wave that penalty off. It's going to make it 4th and 14 here.
And Coach Goodwill is not happy. But they can't. The referees can't let the fans dictate over here, and they're getting pretty loud, the LeBoeuf fans. In fact, they were really on the refs right at halftime there, John. Here we go as Baker. As Landon Hasbrook.
Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. And LeBoeuf is going to run this in for a touchdown. Number 3.
Sadowski.
Yep, he blocks Landon Hasbrook's kick. He just came in pretty much untouched, and he blocked it, and he picks it up and runs it in for a touchdown.
That's a big play to start the third quarter. I mean, can't make those little mistakes and put you into that kind of a situation. And momentum shift has really switched in favor of LeBoeuf right here, John.
Yeah, big-time athletic play by Sadowski to block that one and corral it as it bounced around on the ground and pick it up and run it in for a touchdown.
Here's the all-important Jim's Automotive extra point attempt.
Lucas Kant's in to kick for LeBoeuf. He's waiting for the snap. The snap is there. It's down, and the kick is up and good. And that's going to make this 19-12. LeBoeuf leads as they score on a blocked punt attempt.
Corry Beavers football coverage is brought to you in part by Dynasty Construction, providing home construction and remodeling services for northwestern Pennsylvania and southwestern New York. More information at dynastyconstinc.com. Phone 814-882-5145. Channel 98.9 FM thanks Dynasty Construction for their support.
This broadcast of Corry Beavers football coverage is sponsored by Meerhoff's Furniture and Appliance, providing refrigeration, cooking, dishwashers, and laundry appliances, as well as furniture for bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, and more. Meerhoff's is located at 128 West Smith Street and online at meerhoffs.com. Channel 98.9 thanks Meerhoff's for their support.
Welcome back to our PIAA District 10 quarterfinal coverage. Corry Beavers versus Fort LeBoeuf here in Erie at Veterans Stadium. LeBoeuf has just blocked a punt and ran it in for a touchdown to take the lead 19-12 with 9:40 left in the third quarter here. Corry did start the second half off with the ball. Wasn't able to do much with it, and as they went to punt it, LeBoeuf blocks it and takes it in for a touchdown. So here's Lucas Kantz for Fort LeBoeuf. He's got it teed up, and Blake Cook and Connor Sterling are waiting for the kick. It's another squib kick right to Jackson Lathrop again, who's going to fall on it right at the 34-yard line. So Corry will take over there. So interesting strategy there by LeBoeuf. I'm not sure why they just don't kick it out of the end zone.
Right. Well, if he doesn't kick it out of the end zone, though, then you're taking a chance with those two guys back there.
Yeah, I guess kicking it in this direction, you are kicking it into the wind, which is still it's more than a light breeze, I would say. The flag's getting pretty horizontal there at times, so it's hard for us to feel it here up in the press box. But
Here we go.
I think there is a pretty stiff wind out there still.
Baker sends his man out. There's a handoff up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 3. Deion Kennedy was the ball carrier.
Important, I think, here for Corry to come back and tie this game up or bring it within 1. Don't want to get down 2 scores here to LeBoeuf. So this is a important possession here for Corry.
Yeah, they need to get something going, something explosive here. The line's really got to start buckling down and blocking and blowing guys out of the way. Baker takes it, hands it off. Kennedy, nowhere to go. So he gets bottled up. And as I said, the momentum changed definitely in LeBoeuf's favor, and they're really getting fired up on the defensive side of the ball now.
Well, you can tell by their defense alone, the way they're setting up and everything, that they feel a little more confident. I think they feel confident now that they were able to cover our receivers and match some of their speed in that first half. They didn't let up any deep passes, so now they're playing us a little tighter.
Here we go. We got the single receiver left and right. Baker throws it. Gets it out there to, oh my, big hit right there. And LeBoeuf all over it as Lamech Albers, I believe it was, that caught the ball, and he got blasted.
Yeah, Lamech Albers takes one out of the flat, and he gets close to a first down, but he's going to get a big-time hit there by I'm not sure which LeBoeuf player, and LeBoeuf is going to recover the fumble, and they're going to take over on the Corry, 37-yard line now, so puts LeBoeuf in a good position.
Got a LeBoeuf guy on the sideline cramped up here. Or not on the sideline, he's on the LeBoeuf side.
So about 6 minutes left here in this third quarter. LeBoeuf leads 19-12, and they've just recovered a fumble to take over on the 37-yard line of Corry. We're going to take a quick break.
Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Corry, hometown rent-own in the Route 6 Plaza, offering appliances, furniture, electronics, cell phones, tires, and more. Rent-own program and cash pricing available. Serving Corry, Union City, Canadota Lake, and Titusville. More info at hometownrto.com.
So we talked about that being a big drive there for Corry. Turns into a big defensive stand now. Can't let them get too far ahead in this game, I don't think. LeBoeuf seems to have the momentum now. Walters in the backfield with Sadowski. Hands it off to Sadowski, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get anything on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Big Goen Nickerson, number 77, on the stop for the Beavers.
Actually lost the yard, so we're going to call a 2nd and 11. Walters getting the play. He's got Sadowski in the backfield with him. Got two receivers spread wide to the right and a single receiver spread wide to the left with a tight end to his left. Walters takes the snap, keeps it himself, immediately goes to the right-hand side. Not a whole lot there. He's going to get 3 yards. Let's call it 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Lamech Albers, Carson Braswell on the stop for Corry.
Clock ticks along here. 7 minutes left in this third quarter. LeBoeuf looking to the sidelines for the play. Sadowski in the backfield with Walters. LeBoeuf again with two receivers spread wide right, a tight end to the left, and another receiver spread out wide to the left. Walters waiting for the snap, takes the snap, fakes it to Sadowski, keeps it himself, tries to go up the middle. Looks like a short gain for 2 or 3 yards.
Jack Van Curie, number 2 on the stop.
It's going to bring up 4th down. Some curious play calling here, I think, for LeBoeuf. 4th and 7.
You're keeping the offense on the field, John. Ball at the Corry 34-yard line.
We saw LeBoeuf last game line up and try for a 50-yard field goal. He was just short. Walters again with Sadowski in the backfield. Sends a man in motion from right to left. Walters drops back to pass. Looking for a man on the sidelines. And there's a flag on the play. Really a lot of hand fighting going on there between Blake Cook and Michael Vamaro. I think they're going to call it on Corry. I'm really surprised. It really could have gone either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a big-time flag there, too.
I don't know what they're waiting for. Did they already indicate the penalty?
Yeah.
I guess so. So, having a hard time spotting this ball here. So it's going to take the ball down to the 24-yard line and make it 1st and 10 for LeBoeuf. So LeBoeuf goes from a 4th and 9 to a 1st and 10 on that penalty, pass interference penalty on the Beavers. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. LeBoeuf breaks the huddle. Walters with Sadowski in the backfield. Again, two receivers spread wide right, double tight end here to the left. Walters takes the snap, hands it off to Sadowski, tries to go around the left-hand side. He's got a bunch of room. He's going to get about 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, way too much there. Our defense just got caught.
2nd and 2 from the 16-yard line now for LeBoeuf. 5:45 left in the third quarter. LeBoeuf has the lead, 19-12, as Corry had the ball to open the second half. Went to punt, and LeBoeuf blocked the punt and ran it in for a touchdown. Now Walters is joined by 2 backs in the backfield. Walters takes a snap, hands it off to Sadowski again on the right-hand side. He's going to get enough for the first down. It's going to make it 1st and 10.
Lane McElbers and Nate Weiss on the stop.
The ball is at the 13-yard line. LeBoeuf taking their time here, getting the play in. Walters with Sadowski in the backfield again. Trips right for LeBoeuf. Single receiver spread out wide to the left. Walters waiting for the snap. Sends a man in motion from right to left on the jet sweep. He hands it to him, and he's met in the backfield and
That's
all
Alex
bottled
Schmidt.
up.
That was Alex Schmidt.
That's number 5. Xavier Blouse is going to get bottled up, but there's a late hit on Corry, and the flags go flying. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and half the distance to the goal. It's going to take LeBoeuf down to the 7-yard line, I believe. 4:41 here left in the third quarter.
Big time mistake. We played so well that first half. We talked about it, how disciplined we were, and then we make mistakes like this.
2 big-time penalties on this drive. That was a 4th and 9 that converts into a first down, and then that was going to be a first down play that was going to end up in a loss of yards. Now, it's okay, so that was, now it's 1st and about 5. Walters keeps the ball up the middle. He's going to get a short gain here. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3.
Corry rotating about 5 guys here on defense.
Now they're saying it's 3rd down. I was really confused by where did they mark that penalty off. I did not think that was right the way they marked it off, but here we are. It's 3rd down on the box, 2nd down on the board, I think. 3rd down and 3, we're going to call it. And now the official has called a timeout. LeBoeuf calls a timeout. We're going to take a quick break and have a word from some of our sponsors.
Support for Channel 98.9 FM comes from Corry VFW Post 264. Check out upcoming events at the VFW on their Facebook page. VFW Post 264 is located at 1151 Mead Avenue in Corry. Phone 814-664-7150. Channel 98.9 FM thanks Corry VFW for their support.
Coach's Corner on Channel 98.9 is brought.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Family Ink Innovations, specializing in screen printing, banners, yard signs, and much more. Located at 319 High Street in Waterford and 104 West Smith Street in Corry, and online at FamilyInkInnovations.com. Phone 814-462-6628.
Welcome back to our coverage here of District 10 PIAA quarterfinal football playoffs. Corry Beavers versus LeBoeuf Bison as Corry trails 19-12 with 3:45 left in the third quarter. LeBoeuf with the ball Walters keeps it himself, runs to the right-hand side, and he's inside the 5-yard line. He's very close to a first down. I believe he is going to be about a yard or a half a yard short. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 1.
He ran into Bam Nickerson that time, and Bam corralled him at the, the 5? 4-yard line, I guess?
I think he's at the 5. He needs to get to the 4 here for a first down. It's 4th and 4. Walters under center now with Sadowski in the I formation. Waiting for the snap. Takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself. Quarterback sneak. He's got enough for a first down. He's pushing, and he's in across the goal. There's a flag.
I don't think you're allowed to push in high school football.
I'm not sure what happened there. It might have been a modified tush push. We'll wait for the call here. I don't know what's... This one is interesting for sure, how they're going to call this and what the outcome is. I'm actually a little confused as to what the outcome would be. He was in the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if they wave this one off. Aiding the runner, they're saying, on the offense, but it was 4th down. So...
Yeah, it was 4th and goal, wasn't it?
What happens here?
4?
So they marked the foul off from the spot of the foul, which they're saying looked like occurred around the 2-yard line, because they have marked the ball back to the 7-yard line. And now LeBoeuf, it is about 4th and 4, has decided to kick a field goal instead. This is going to be a 24-yarder for Kantz. And the snap is down. It's there. And it's right down the middle. And LeBoeuf is going to take a 22-12 lead.
So 22-12 with look like 2:54 on the clock here in the third quarter. Bison out to a 10-point lead. And it's a no-brainer that Corry has to come out right now, answer the points, and put 7 on the board, at least, maybe 8.
That was a kind of a weird series of events there at the end with those couple different penalties, that, especially the aiding the runner penalty. I'm not sure I've heard that one in 20 years.
Right.
And then it ended up being a 4th and 3, and I was kind of surprised they didn't go for it there. But I guess when you do have such a good kicker that's almost automatic from that distance, I guess you take the points there and you go up by 10 and you make this a 2-score game now.
Right. Yep. Well, back deep as usual, Connor Sterling and Blake Cook. And let's see if he pooches one over the front line again.
Kantz gets the whistle. He's got it all teed up. Marking off his steps here. Gets his running start. And it is another one on the ground, and it bounces up over Jackson Lathrop's head and over Leigh McAlbert's head.
And there goes Cook.
Blake Cook
and there's
gets
a flag.
It looks like it's going to be a hold, because he chucked that flag about 20 yards down the field, all the way down to the 20-yard line, and the play was already up past the 30, so it's got to be a holding call.
Right.
Which is an interesting. No, what was that?
I don't know.
Was not holding.
The coaches next to us in the next box over knew right away that we had done something wrong. So
blindside block is what they're saying. So that is another big-time penalty here for Corry, as it pushes them back to the 13-yard line.
Okay, time for the boys to stop with the penalties and get something going here, as Baker takes it, hands it off, and still going is
LeBoeuf
trying to
Albers.
see who. Yeah, it was LeBoeuf. LeBoeuf fought for a few yards.
Again, LeBoeuf's got that running style, the more patient style, the more, takes his time looking for a hole, kind of weaving back and forth. He's able to make his move back and forth for a good 5 yards. It's 2nd and 5.
So we got twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Baker takes it, drops back looking, fires it over the middle, and it's dropped. Intended receiver was Keaton Forsina.
Was a little bit behind Keaton Forsina on that one. I feel like Baker's just not had his timing down tonight. He's been a little underthrown on a number of balls. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Beavers break the huddle. Forsina is wide to the right. Cook wide to the left. Baker drops back again, looking, and he throws it way out of the reach of intended receiver Alex Schmidt. Or excuse me, that was LeBoeuf Albers. And that's going to bring up 4th down in a punting situation as Landon Hasbrook comes out to punt the ball. And Lucas just looked like he was not anywhere near on the same page with his receivers.
Landon Hasbrook back to punt.
Landon standing on his 6-yard line. Takes it. Gets that one off.
Number 5 for LeBoeuf's going to pick it up at the 50-yard line. He's across the 40, and he's pushed out finally about the 35-yard line. That's Xavier Blouse. So LeBoeuf going to take over here with great field position. With just 1:47 left in this 3rd quarter, they're up by 10. And they're going to take over actually at the Corry 32-yard line is where they're going to mark this one. And Corry's in trouble here. This needs to be a stop. If you go down by 3 scores, I think, with this much time left in the game, it's going to be an uphill battle to come back here. So this is a big one here.
Yeah, the defense is definitely has to come up huge. Need a turnover.
Walters with Aiden Struchen in the backfield. Nope, that is Brady Black in the backfield. He hands it off to Brady Black, and he's going to get about 5 yards. As the clock continues to roll here, down to about 1:30 left in this 3rd quarter. LeBoeuf leading 22-12. Corry needs to dig in here.
Yeah, we have a lot of time left. We still have a whole nother quarter, but you have to stop LeBoeuf in this short field right here.
LeBoeuf takes the handoff. It's a reverse. They got some room. Brady Black takes it off the left-hand side. He's right about to the 1st down marker. I believe they are going to give him a 1st down.
B.M. Nickerson caught up to him and pulled him down.
Brady Black is injured on the play. Looks like
I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Either that or a little bit of a cramp or something. He was trying to get up there on his own. We're going to take a quick break here. We're under 1 minute left to go as LeBoeuf leads Corry 22-12 in the 3rd quarter.
Support for Corry Beavers football coverage is provided in part by Corry Fabrication, located at 21 Maple Avenue, a leading sheet metal fabricator in Pennsylvania and the tri-state area. Corry Fabrication strives to provide quality products and top-notch customer service, which has allowed them to partner with some of the largest businesses in the country. More information is available online at corryfab.com and on Facebook and LinkedIn. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Fabrication for their support of Corry Beavers football.
Welcome back to our joint coverage here, the Corry Journal live stream and Channel 98.9 FM. We thank everybody for tuning in again, however you're doing that, on Facebook, YouTube, the Journal's website, different ways you can listen to Channel 98.9 FM or straight through the radio dial. Walters here in the gun. He sends Struzen in motion, and he hands it off to him around the right-hand side, and he's weaving his way for a first down. He's going to get about a 10-yard gain there. I think they're going to call him about a yard short.
Struzen was heading to the right side, and he just cut it back at a sharp angle and picked up a bunch of yards.
LeBoeuf now down to about the 13-yard line, and that is going to bring this third quarter to a close. LeBoeuf leads 22-12.
Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning. They offer residential and light commercial new services as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and AC.
Support for Corry Beavers football on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Corry Ford at 13626 Route 6 in Corry. Corry Ford is your go-to spot for new and used cars, parts, and service. Online at humesford.net. Phone 844-373-4586. Corry Ford wishes the Corry Beavers the best of luck this season. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Ford for their support.
Support for Corry Beavers football on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Corry Manufacturing, providing precision components for the aerospace industry since 1945. CMC wishes the Beavers luck in their pursuit of greatness on the field. Corry Manufacturing is located at 519 West Main Street in Corry. Now hiring for all positions at corrymfg.com. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Manufacturing for their support.
Welcome back to our coverage here. LeBoeuf knocking on the door as they have a 10-point lead. Looking to punch it in again. It is a 2nd and 1. Walters with Sadowski and Struchen in the backfield. Hands it off to Sadowski. He's got room on the right-hand side. He's going to have a first down after he gets tripped up in maybe 3 yards. And that is going to make it a first down and goal from the 10-yard line, I believe. Maybe the 9-yard line. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, it looks like it's just inside the 10 at the 9.
So first and goal from the 9 for LeBoeuf. Waiting to get the play in. Walters in the backfield with Sadowski. He's got twin receivers spread out to the left. He's going to bring Struchen back to the backfield as well. Takes the snap, hands it off to Struchen. He's got room on the left-hand side. He's down to about the 3-yard line. And that is a big man at 6 foot and 195 pounds running the football.
Yeah, and he's quick too. That's the scary part.
LeBoeuf in a hurry up now. Sadowski, Walters, Struchen in the backfield. In the gun, Walters waiting for the snap. Hands it off to Struchen again. He's just off the tackle on the left-hand side, and he's down to the 1-yard line. It's going to make a 3rd and goal from the 1. LeBoeuf right back on the ball. Sadowski and Struchen again in the backfield. Why not give it to him again? This time they give it Sadowski with Struchen lead blocking, and he's in for a touchdown.
That's going to put the Bison up 28-12. Pending the Jim's Automotive extra point attempt here.
Lucas Kantz out for the extra point to kick this one. Waiting for the snap. The snap is there, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And that is going to make this 29-12. LeBoeuf has the lead with 10:30 left in the game.
Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning. They offer residential and light commercial new services as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flicksheatingplumbingandac.com. Channel 98.9 FM. Thanks Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing for their support of Corry Beavers football coverage.
Support for Channel 98.9 Sports is provided in part by Josh Onley, Whitetail Properties real estate agent and land specialist, providing real estate services for hunting, farm, timberland, and country homes. More information is available at whitetailproperties.com/agents/Josh Onley. Phone 814-873-0343. Channel 98.9 thanks Josh Onley, Whitetail Properties real estate agent and land specialist, for his support of Beavers football coverage.
Welcome back to our coverage here. District 10 PIAA quarterfinals. Corry Beavers versus the Fort LeBoeuf Bison, as the Bison have got out to kind of a big lead here, 29-12 now with just 10:30 left in this game. Lucas Kantz has it teed up to kick it, and he's going to kick this one deep. Connor Sterling going to
Connor's going to take it at the one. Connor going straight up the field, and good run back by Connor. He gets it out to about the 27, 28-yard line, but
this has really been kind of the tale of two halves here. Corry did very well in the first half, controlling the ball, playing defense, being disciplined, and really here in the second half, a number of costly penalties. And it just seems like LeBoeuf, after halftime, has just kind of figured something out to shut down the Corry offense.
Yeah, well, I have one score for you, John, from around the area that's listed so far. It's Hickory leading Girard. That was in the second quarter of 22-0. Let's see if we get some updates on that a little later. Here we go as Baker takes it, looking to throw. Throws it out in the flat, hits Fresina, and Fresina's hit immediately. Didn't fool anybody on that play.
I think they're going to give him 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8.
Beavers huddle up.
Got to start going here with a bit of sense of urgency. You're down by 17 points, just under 10 minutes now.
Here we go with twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Baker takes it, drops back, throws it, has a man open, and the catch is made, but the LeBoeuf defense was right there. So just about a 5-yard gain.
Going to call it 3rd and 2 on the scoreboard.
Oh, okay.
So I think you're in all 4 down territories here now, no matter where you're at.
You have to put points up, so got to keep playing. Baker looking over the defense. Takes the snap, hands it off, and there's definitely a high tackle right there. I don't know if it was a face mask, horse collar, whatever the case may be. They grabbed him by the head.
Yeah, practically twisted his head around there, and he's a little shaken up on the play. I'm not sure who that was. Was that Kennedy?
Dion
okay,
Kennedy.
So there's going to be a injury timeout for Dion as he's going to go off the field. I'm not really sure why LeBoeuf is coming off the field.
Personal foul, face mask, 15-yarder.
It's going to be a first down. Corry's going to get the ball here. Wow, they really got a big-time penalty there. Now they're in the LeBoeuf territory all the way to the 49-yard line. The clock is at 9 minutes and counting.
They go back to the single receiver to each side. Now they have an empty backfield as Keaton Fresina comes up. Baker looking to throw. Fires it downfield, looking for Blake Cook, and it's intercepted.
It's going to be intercepted by number 5, Xavier Blouse, around the 20-yard line. Blake Cook holding his knee. Looks like he's injured on the field. LeBoeuf going to take over here with, I was going to say 6, but I'm pretty sure that's 8, actually, because there's no way we went from 9 to 6 that quick. So about 8:40 left in this game. LeBoeuf leads 29-12.
Support for Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Bracken Funeral Home at 315 North Center Street in Corry. Online at brackenfh.com. Phone 814-664-7735. Bracken Funeral Home wishes the Beavers the best of luck this season.
Support for this broadcast of Corry Beavers football play-by-play on Channel 98.9 is provided in part by Stone Audiology at 709 East Columbus Avenue in Corry. Also in Bradford, Northeast Kane, Jamestown, Olean, Belmont, and Chaffee, New York. Phone 814-664-7070. Online at stoneaudiology.com.
The Corry Gridiron Club is a proud supporter of Corry Beavers football play-by-play coverage on Channel 98.9. Best of luck this season to the Beavers from the Corry Gridiron Club.
Corry Beavers football coverage on Channel 98.9 is brought to you in part by O'Brien's Transmission Service, providing automatic and standard transmission service and parts since 1955. Located at 4800 Matthews Run Road in Youngsville. Phone 814-563-7120. O'Brien's Transmission Service wishes the Beavers the best of luck this season.
Welcome back to our coverage here. Fort LeBoeuf leading Corry 29-12 with just under 9 minutes left in this game. They've just intercepted the ball and take over at their own 20-yard line. Dominic Walters, quarterback for LeBoeuf, in the backfield in the shotgun with Skylar Sadowski to his left. He's going to hand it to Sadowski. He's going to run to the right-hand side, but then cut it back towards the middle. He's going to get it 6 yards on the carry.
Looking to see if I can find some more updates from the other playoff games around the area, John, and just not finding any just yet.
LeBoeuf in no hurry here, taking their time getting the play in. Walters in the backfield by himself. Now Struchin is going to come back there with him. Walters takes the snap, hands it off to Struchin. He goes to the left, and there's absolutely nothing there. He's going to lose 2 or 3 yards. He's going to bring up third down. And 6. LeBoeuf more interested in keeping this clock going, I think, at this point than advancing the ball.
We have a guy uncovered over here. I hope somebody's paying attention to that.
Down to 7.5 minutes in the game. Yes, Frasina's going to come out there and cover him now. Walters sends a man in motion. Walters keeps it himself. He's got lead blockers to the right-hand side. Still on his feet. Takes a good hit around the 31-yard line, but that is enough for a first down. 7 and counting now, as Corry trails by 17 points in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's almost miracle time now, John, where the Beavers need to come up with some huge plays. And LeBoeuf's going to play conservative, you know they are, so you have to strip the ball loose.
LeBoeuf takes the snap, hands it off to Sadowski, goes up the middle, but then he bounces it out to the outside for a 4-yard gain. Clock down to 6:30. LeBoeuf taking their time getting the plays in. Walters with Sadowski in the backfield.
Play clock down to 10. They're going to hand it off, though.
Takes the snap, fakes it to Sadowski, keeps it himself, tries to get to the outside on the left, and he's going to lose 3 yards. Going to make it 3rd and 10.
Good play right there by Gavin Greer.
Again, clock just ticking away here. Corry trailing by 3 scores. Walters coming under center now with Sadowski in the I formation. Play clock down to 5. Sends a man in motion. And it's a false start on LeBoeuf. It's going to make this 3rd and 14. Again, we thank everybody that's tuned in tonight. Our dual coverage here, as it's been all season, with the Corry Journal live stream and channel 98.9 FM. However, you're tuning in, either on the radio or through some radio app or your smart speaker or YouTube, Facebook, or the Corry Journal's website. We thank you for tuning in and spending your Halloween with us. We're now down to 5 minutes left in this game. Walters in the gun with Sadowski in the backfield. Walters waiting for it, drops back to pass, and it's thrown.
Oh, my.
Almost intercepted.
Gavin Greer, number 30, almost had that, and he would have had nothing but green in front of him had he caught it.
That was a miscommunication with Walters and his intended receiver because he was nowhere near it, and it was just over Gavin Greer's head, and he wasn't able to catch that one. It's going to bring up a 4th and 14 for LeBoeuf. Corry's going to get the ball back here with under 5 minutes to go.
Yep.
Needs 3 scores.
Well, I was watching Connor Sterling. I was kind of laughing. The sophomore looked like a traffic cop guiding his defensive players around the field there.
So Blake Cook must be injured enough. Now Keaton Frasina is back to receive this punt, and Lucas Kantz kicks it. And Frasina's going to get it. He muffs it, but he picks it right back up. And he's going to take it out to the 48-yard line. And there's a flag on the play.
So good return, though.
I feel like this is going to be on Corry. It is a penalty on Corry. I think they're going to call that a block in the back. Block in the back on Corry.
So that's going to push it back instead of having the ball on the 48-yard line.
Up, the flag's laying at the 34-yard line. We're now with about 4.5 minutes left in this game. Again, LeBoeuf leading 29-12.
Yeah, it's 10 yards from the spot, so it's going to be a 24-yard line. So that's a 24-yard difference, John, than what it would have been.
And penalties have just been the problem here in this second half for Corry. This game was all tied up 12-12 at the half, and LeBoeuf has been able to score 17 unanswered points here. Baker takes it, drops back to pass. Can't find anybody, and he's going to take a sack.
They just needed to throw it away.
With 4:30 left in the game.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, and you can see that the Beavers just have lost all their momentum.
Clock down to about 4 minutes left.
Baker waiting for the snap. Takes it, drops back, looking, throws it out, has a man, and he is hit as soon as he catches it.
Tries to throw it out into the flat to Leigh McAlbers, but nothing really there. Third and 19, they're going to say that was actually a 3-yard loss.
Third and a short bus ride here, John, as the Beavers got to get something going.
Down to 3:30 left in the game.
Baker in an empty backfield, drops back to pass. Looking, he's got all kinds of time, and he had a man wide open, and it almost got picked. He had Leigh McAlbers, and he just threw it too softly, and it was almost picked off. So Landon Hasbrook, well, actually, I guess, yeah, Landon's going to come in to punt. You almost have to. You can't give him the ball at the 15-yard line. So Hasbrook standing back at his own 3-yard line.
LeBoeuf, I don't think, is even going to drop a man back. They're just going to play kind of a prevent defense here, just in case it's some kind of fake or something. But
low snap, short kick.
Landon is going to kick it.
And it's going to take a LeBoeuf bounce.
Yeah.
Down at the 30-yard line. So LeBoeuf's going to take over with just over 3 minutes from their own 30-yard line. So it's too bad, John. Beavers' season going to come to an end after tonight's game. But they had a really good season. That first half was very enjoyable. But they just come unraveled here in the second half. And give LeBoeuf all the credit in the world, though. They played a good, solid game and really turned it on in the second half when they needed to.
Walters in the gun with Brady Black in the backfield. Walters takes the snap, hands it off to Black, who's immediately met. He's going to lose 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12. We're down to about 3 minutes left in the game here. And it's going to be a timeout. I'm not sure who called that timeout. Just wanted to take this time, though, to thank a lot of people for this season from both Brad and I, Corry School District, and I might forget some names. I did write some people down that I knew that we had, some direct interaction with this season. Bill West, Andy Passenger, Sherry Yetzer, Mandy Johnson, Andrew Schmidt and his IT team helped us out a bit during the season.
Right.
All the coaches, really, Coach Goodwill, and all the other coaches that just, gave us time or gave us answers or gave us insight this season.
Yeah, and hats off to our team, our entire 47-man team, for showing us a good spirited effort all season long.
Walters in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Struzen. He's going to get about 3 yards.
Oh, Nickerson has a bunch of tackles tonight.
Makes it 3rd and 9, and Corey's going to call another timeout. Wanted to thank Aaron Passenger at the Journal, Brian Silvis at Channel 98.9 FM. Thank Derek Yatsko and Silas Bryan for running the camera.
Right, and tonight we have Trenton with us.
Yep, so we thank those guys. And, thanks to our wives, too. They probably maybe sometime in the future will get Friday nights back. I've tried to get out of football, but
right.
It always seems to kind of suck me back in. So.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you to our wives. That's the real important one.
Right.
They're all important, but those ones are a little more important.
Yeah. So thanks
for letting
to
us
them.
hang out.
Right. Thanks for putting up and basically giving up your Friday nights.
Thank you for doing the broadcast, John.
Yep. Glad to be with you. Walters here in the gun again. He drops back to pass, throws one deep, and it's to nobody. And it's going to be 4th and 9, and stops the clock.
Right.
I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, we're down to about 3 minutes left. Maybe they wanted to give their kicker a chance here. I would really like to know what their kicker's long is for his career and or long for the season. But he's going to line up here for a 46-yarder. That's Lucas Kantz, number 13 from LeBoeuf. Waiting for the snap. The snap is there. The hold's down. The kick is up. The kick is not going to be good. Not sure if that got tipped or he just didn't get all of it, but it was a low line drive that only made it about halfway into the end zone, which is kind of surprising. Like I said, he does have quite a foot on him.
Right.
So Corry is going to take over here on the LeBoeuf 36-yard line with about 2:50 left in this game, trailing by 17.
Well, you think about the kicker there, though. When we saw him kicking, it was very warm outside, too. And it's quite a cool night tonight, so sometimes that makes a little difference. Here we go as the Corry offense comes out. Single receiver to each side. Baker with Connor Sterling in the backfield. Baker takes it, drops back. Looking, scrambling around. And Baker in trouble. And he dodged a couple guys, but he couldn't dodge everyone. And we have somebody getting up a little slow. That's That's Brady Black of LeBoeuf, but he jumped back up and went off on his own.
They're going to say that was a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd and 9.
Going back to the bunch offense. Baker takes it. Looking. And he is buried, and he dropped the ball. I don't know if they're going to give it to LeBoeuf or not.
They're saying he was down. Baker looks a little shaken up on the play. I think he's going to make his way to the sideline. And I see number 2, Jack Van Carey, taking his gloves off, so he's going to at least take one snap here at quarterback.
Right, we're under 2 minutes now. Clock's still running.
And
I guess it's stopped now.
They're calling an official timeout. We're going to take that time to get a few more words in from our sponsors.
Corry Beavers football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is sponsored in part by Corry Moose Lodge 98 at 332 East Washington Street in Corry, and on Facebook. Phone 814-664-4010. Channel 98.9 FM. Thanks Corry Moose Lodge 98 for their support.
Okay, welcome back as Jack Van Carey steps in at quarterback. Jack takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Jack going to run it instead. And Jack's still on his feet, making some guys miss, and he's still on his feet and will not go down. Nice game by Jack Van Carey. .120 to play and counting here in the ball game as Van Carey remains at quarterback. Van Carey takes it, snaps it out, and it was batted down. And B.M. Nickerson was trying to run with it. Big lineman thought that it might have been a loose ball.
That was 4th down, so Corry turns the ball over on downs.
Yeah, that's going to do it as the clock is at 1 minute and 6 seconds. I believe that's a 6, maybe it's an 8. But nonetheless, we're under a minute and 10 seconds. We know that. 29-12 is probably going to be the final score as the Bison set up in victory formation. They take a knee. You only have to do that one more time, and the rest, as they say, is history. John, the only thing we have really left to do is we thanked everybody, and once again we thank the sponsors once again for all they've done all season long, and all of our fans out there, listeners and watchers. And now it's time for the Crotty Chevrolet Player of the Game. It's really the players of the game because you win as a team, you lose as a team. So we'll just say the entire team, and we're going to wish Fort LeBoeuf the best of luck as they move on, and more than likely we'll see Hickory next week, and that's no fun for anyone.
Yeah, Corry, should be proud. 2 years in a row making the playoffs is no small accomplishment. So to make it to the quarterfinals again is, something to be proud of. I think next year is still going to be a really good team. We've seen, Jack Van Carey take over at quarterback, so he'd be definitely a serviceable quarterback for next year. You still got a lot of skill guys, coming back. Connor, Dion,
right.
A bunch of guys that I can't even remember right now. But I think that next year's season and future is still bright. So there's something to build off of here and make another run next year, hopefully for the playoffs as well.
Yeah, we have some nice young players on that JV squad that are going to step in and get some good varsity experience as juniors, and there are a couple that will be seniors next year. But we're looking forward to seeing those guys. It's always sad to see the seniors leave. We had a great group of seniors this year, and we wish them all the best, and we thank them for the memories.
Yep, so Corry's going to finish out their season here 7-3. Two of those losses to LeBoeuf. So, again, nothing to be hang your head about here. Another good season, another winning season, another, spot in the playoffs. So, again, nothing to hang your head about here. Good job to this team. Good job to the coaches. Good job to Coach Goodwill. Again, we thank everybody that for tuning in with us, here tonight and spending your Halloween with us. We're working on some things with the Corry Journal, hopefully here for winter sports. So working on schedules now for, basketball and wrestling. So if you're interested in those, look to see what we're doing in the future. And a lot of these guys you'll see in wrestling and or basketball. So,
right. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast. For Trenton, for John Yatsko, this is Brad Swanson saying have a great night. Enjoy your first weekend of November. Final score, LeBoeuf 29, Corry 12.
Thanks for listening to Corry Beavers football play-by-play on Corry's Radio Alternative, Channel 98.9. Coverage of Corry Beavers varsity football is brought to you by the Corry Federal Credit Union, by Corry Manufacturing, Subway Sandwiches, Whitetail Properties, Flicks Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Crotty Chevrolet, Daniels Electric, Corry Moose Lodge 98, Jim's Automotive, Fox Family Insurance, Dynasty Construction, O'Brien Transmission Service, American Legion Post 265, Corry Fabrication, Meerhoff's Furniture, Stone Audiology, Humes Ford of Corry, Family Inc. Innovations, and the Corry Gridiron Club, and Bracken Funeral Home. Join us next time for all the action of Corry Beavers varsity football right here on Channel 98.9.